Hello and welcome back to the University of Maryland Terps Esports Broadcast Center. It's so great to be back in the studio with you guys. My name is Buka.
And my name is Danko, and it is a great night for some Terps Rocket League Premier action.
That's right, Danko. See, tonight is the premiere broadcast of our season. We haven't gotten a chance to be in the studio yet. And can I just say how good it feels to be back in here for some Rocket League?
It feels great indeed. But before we get into the action, let's go over the rules of your typical Rocket League tournament. If you never played Rocket League before, it's pretty simple. Car hit ball into goal. There's a 5-minute timer, and the first person to get more goals wins. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Now, for this stream, the Terps are going to be competing in a doubleheader. We've got 2 matches in 2 different competitions. First up, we've got Michigan State and CCS. After that, at 8 p.m., we're going to have a major, very important clash with current title holders, Indiana, in the Big Ten Esports Conference. This doubleheader is going to be a really, really great way to kick off our return to the studio and see what the team looks like coming in.
I couldn't agree more. We're very excited to get into these matches, especially because the Terps are currently undefeated in all competitions.
For sure, Danko. I think that we've got a team that's really up to the task today. But that's just what we know. It's time for us to introduce you to the 2024 Terps Esports Rocket League roster.
First up, we have Turtle coming in with 1.04 goals, 1.52 saves, and 0.48 assists.
Next up, we have Hexy with 0.91 goals per game, 1.33 saves per game, 0.74 assists. I've watched back some of his matches. He's been really, really important to the way that this team has just rotated and moved.
Finally, we got Waiters with 0.87 goals per game, 1.17 saves per game, and 0.67 assists.
All right. And now... All right, and now leading into that, just before our match starts, we are going to be doing an interview with the Terps Esports Premier Rocket League coach. We have Teddy here. Hi, welcome to the studio. How you doing, Teddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. But I want to know, as the coach of the team, it's our first time having you in the studio for an actual match. How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm excited. I know the players are excited. Everyone in the studio is pretty excited. So we're ready for Michigan State. After that, ready for Indiana. We've been practicing, ready to see what happens.
And speaking of that, you already mentioned it. We've got this doubleheader tonight. We've got one against Michigan State, and we've got one against our conference champions in the Big Ten, Indiana. How do you like the team's chances in these 2 matches?
You know, we played Michigan State regular season CCS, same roster, so we came out with a win then. Expect the same results. Indiana, we played them in CCS as well. We got the win. The only loss was against us CCS. I know this is Big Ten, so it's been a little bit. They've probably been practicing as well. It was a coin flip back then, but we came out on top. Hopefully we can do it again. We've been practicing weekly, been ready, so.
All right. Hope you guys are ready. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together. Everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural ray. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game, and so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will Red turn things around?
Terp Adventures. Take flight at Stamp. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform. Find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here.
And I think by the end of the season, like now, we've all just
looks like we got a little bit of party issues. What's going on here?
Alright everybody, I hope you guys are ready to get into this match. We are just having a few issues getting the lobby set up, but once that is through, we will get this game against Michigan State underway. How do you feel about this one tonight, Danko?
Dude, I'm just excited to finally watch and see Rocket League like on stream, you know?
Yeah, you're spitting, man. Listen, I've been sitting here, I've been coming in here, I've been waiting to have a chance to you know, actually see the team in the studio. They've been playing a lot of matches already outside the studio. They had matches in CCS and NECC and BEC, and we didn't even get to see any of them. We didn't get to commentate any of them. So finally, we get them in here for this match against the Trojans. Let's see how it goes. Hexy comes up off the sidewall, gets control of that ball, but gets challenged in front of the orange goal.
Now Turtle trying to take control, and Waiters trying to cut in front of the net.
Yeah, you see their Waiters trying to hit it late, trying to just kind of get it fast enough that Michigan State couldn't react. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it on target, but now he's just got one to beat here. Dribble from Michigan State, though, takes control of that, pushes it out of their corner, but still not out of danger. That ball still bouncing off that orange wall. UMD putting up a good amount of pressure in the opening phases of this game.
Now, Waiters trying to go up for one. Gets a flip reset, but he's way off target with that one.
And now Hexy retakes control. Big clear, sends it back into the blue half. Gets challenged on that corner wall. Now it's kind of bouncing around. There we've got a dangerous situation as UMD could have been scored on, but just no reactions there from the Michigan State offensive player. And now we have Turtle retaking control, pushing it just out into the orange half, almost putting it on target, but it just rolls up that back wall harmlessly. Waiters, though, not harmless, puts it middle, tries to get it to Turtle, but Turtle doesn't manage to get the shot on target as Dribble gets a good save.
So far, UMD trying their hardest to keep on that offensive pressure. Waiters with an excellent save there as well. Now, as I say that, Bolty with the direct shot on net.
Yeah, we just see there, Waiters gets that hit out to the corner. I think Turtle tries to chase to get that 50. He ends up getting beat to the ball pretty cleanly, and there it's just a free shot there for Bolty to just put it in. Both players not in a great position to defend against that.
Now, Bolty again, the flick past one, another easy goal for him. These kickoff goals, man, you gotta be prepared. Skybreaker getting an excellent 50 off of that, and then with the demo on top, it was just free eats for Bolty.
Yeah, you see there, that's not the kind of place that you want to challenge in, but there you kind of have to. You can't afford to wait because he's got the ball, he's got the dribble, he can flick at any point. So you see there, Bolty just flicked early, and when UMD's defender just went early, he just didn't have a chance there. UMD down 2-0 fairly early from 2 Bolte goals.
Now Hexy trying to get control of this one. Fortunately, just dumps it straight into the middle. Waiters, though, with the pass to Hexy. Back to Waiters with the shots.
Very good interfield passing play there. Just not enough on it to get it past the defender there. Just not enough speed. There just wasn't enough sauce on it.
So far, we've been seeing some really promising offense from UMD. They just haven't been able to convert yet. Here's a good opportunity, though. Very close again.
Yeah, we see here, the team is definitely clicking. They've got the communication down. The rotations are down. The team is keeping everything in communication, everything in a good cycle. They've been knocking on the door and they just haven't been able to open it up yet. So we will see what happens there. Right after I say the rotations were great, we see a little breakdown. This Hexy bumps the turtle. And another dangerous situation as the ball rolls across the front post of UMD.
Hexy,
with
though.
nobody there to shoot.
Gribble there with the save again. Oh, a little bit of physical play there as well. I always say that's the most underrated aspect of this game. And at the highest level of play, literally any single bump matters. So you can see there, literally getting boxed out from the play. Hexy with another shot. Michigan State, though, a brick wall.
Now we've got Waiters, tries to take control, gets in front, gets that demo, and tries to set up another bump on the goal line to get his teammate a free shot at goal, but Bolte ends up retaking control, getting that clearance out, and now pushing forward, tries to get a redirect off that sidewall bounce, but doesn't manage to get anything. Ball just bouncing very high, very far between both teams. We've seen here on offense, UMD has been able to set up a lot of passing plays. They've been able to get that communication and those rotations down. They've been able to get the ball between each other. But on defense, there's just been a little bit of a breakdown in a few situations. MSU did have some, fortuitous moments, but they took advantage of their chances. But UMD just hasn't been able to put it in the net from the chances that they had created.
Yeah, UMD's chemistry is definitely there, and I'd say it's probably some of the best we've seen across these rosters. But unfortunately, Michigan State is just getting all their numbers offensively and defensively.
Now we've got Waiters, tries to get a high pass to Turtle, doesn't manage to touch it. Hexy tries to follow up, almost puts it on, but just bounces it off that back wall. Now 20 seconds left, and it's back in UMD territory. Double commit up high, but Hexy takes control. Tries to push it off that back wall, get a bounce for a shot from a UMD player, and Waiters is that player, but it is easily handled by Bolte. This one looks like it's going to be going to Michigan State unless there is a miracle here.
I don't see that miracle happening, but it's all right. This is only game 1 of game 5, or potential game 5, and from our past series and our past years, one of the main themes of UMB's team is that they really build into these series. So while they may look weak in the first game or two, once they start to download their opponents, see how they're moving, they really get to showcase some of that offense more. Yeah,
we've noticed that as they kind of get a chance to go back, take a little bit of a breather and reset into a game 2, a game 3. They've built very well into a series. They've gotten stronger. The communication has been more on point. They've been defensively communicating a bit more and, keeping those kinds of rotations straight, eliminating those mistakes that, a team can take advantage of to score. So we'll see what they manage to do here.
As we're waiting for this second game to go underway, what is something that you think that they could improve right now?
Well, like I said, they have had that offense clicking. The offense is clicking. The rotations are clicking. You saw a lot of those in interfield passing plays where, they would just be moving the ball from one to another. Those kinds of things only really come off when you have those rotations on point and when you have that communication on point, when you trust your teammate to be where they need to be to follow up on your touch. What has been, or what was kind of the missing point in that first game was those just kind of random goals where you give away opportunities and it just ends up in the net. So I think if they can crack down on those, they could make a fairly good showing in this series.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how that starts out in this series. Game 2 starting off hot. Turtle off the ceiling, gets one there. Oh, Hexy very close on the sidewall there. The side post, I should say.
Now we have MSU making an offensive. We've got Gribble going up, attempting to get a flip reset, but is blocked out by the UMD defender. Bolte in the midfield, trying to retake control and get it to a teammate. He is able to send it forward. Now Gribble coming forward, trying to just bounce it high off of that UMD back wall.
Oh. Good on Skybreaker to send that in the middle, though. Hexy with a good clear on the backboard, but Skybreaker, he was there to read that, and then Gribble just instantly following up.
Yeah, you see there Hexy is just trying to push it to the corner, trying to get it to as safe a position as he can. He doesn't manage to get enough of a touch on it, and it just ends up falling straight into the hands of that MSU defender.
Oh my god, that would have been insane. Gribble with the 0 boost flip reset, sending it straight down to the top bar there.
We've got a demo on Waiters. Turtle takes possession and tries to take that shot, but 2 MSU defenders in the post. Waiters, though, coming back, attempting to set up one for Turtle off of the back wall, but we've got 2 committing to make sure that doesn't happen. Turtle retakes control, tries to put that on target, but just puts it a little bit wide. Now Hexy pushing it middle, trying to get it to Waiters. Waiters, though, knows that he's beat there, doesn't commit to it.
UMD testing the waters right now. Not committing too hard, though, because as we've seen so far, Michigan State has been pretty ready for almost every attack. Still yet to score a goal. That's a good beat by Turtle, though. Hexy almost there to follow it up. Gribble with no boost. We can see if he does something else with that.
Yeah, we see there. When you kind of get like a little bit too committed to, you know, just trying to get the ball, trying to retake possession, those are the moments when you can really get hit hard on like the counterattack. So I appreciate UMD playing like a little bit more conservative, trying to avoid those individual moments that can often lead to getting scored on. But here we just see that they're attempting to create stuff. It's not coming off like great, so we can see that maybe there will be a little bit of a change up as time ticks down, as that time pressure comes on.
Yeah, so far the game is very close. 1-0, 2 minutes left. There's a lot that can happen. UMD's by no means out of this. They just need to sort of lock in a little bit more, get some better offensive plays going. That was a good attempt by Turtle, though. Beats 1. Now Hexy up, trying to beat 2. Turtle again with the redirect. Not quite there, though.
There we go with the infield passes. We've got one man going to another. Turtle with that redirect, but he just doesn't manage to put it on target. That's the kind of ball where, you know, you would hope that a third person could come in and just complete that play.
No, they're trying to make something else work, but unfortunately there's 0 boost across the board from them. Good save by Gribble.
You see there, Hexy fakes one, he goes for the mind game, he gets under another one, and then he's just got one man to beat on that goal line. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do it alone, but we see from moments like that that the team has what it takes. A good shot there from Hexy. Hits the crossbar, though. 1:25 left on the clock. Turtle with a demo and Gribble. Backfield.
Oh, close. No open nets. Man, like you were saying, yeah, these infield passes they're doing really well with these. This is probably the most I've seen across like any series so far. They are communicating very well.
We see there really good 50 there from Hexy. Just drops it right in front of the net, but nobody there is ready to just pounce on that. And those are the kind of moments that can win you games. Let's see if this moment can win the game.
Nice.
Hexy ties it up. Beautiful pass there. We see Waiters goes up, gets that touch onto the backboard, beats the Michigan State defender, and Hexy just has the position there. He's got the entire net to shoot at, and he just puts it not out of reach of Skybreaker, but far enough that he's not going to be able to stop it from going into the net.
Very impressive speed there, too, by Hexy. Or not Hexy. Well, Hexy, but also Waiters. To get it both past that first defender to the backboard and then send it down straight into midfield. Impressive stuff.
You see there that when Waiters beats those first 2 men, all Hexy has to do is just take out the guy who's already badly positioned on the goal line. Those are the kinds of situations that you want to create. And The crossbar has just been the mortal enemy of both teams in this game. Still 1-1. Michigan State attempts to take a shot high. Hexy with a second one, this time off of the pass of Turtle. Let's see that again. Turtle with a big clearance. Hexy goes up high, gets that hit, gets it right over Bolte, and it's just straight into the net. There's nothing that Michigan State can do about it. They've taken the lead 2-1 with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, Michigan really put their all into that shot, and by the time they realized that it wasn't going in, they had too many resources downfield. So one good beat from Hexy was all it took. That's an impressive demo from Turtle, though. Sending it midfield once again. Can't make anything else come from there, though. They just have 5 seconds left to spare, though.
And now Bolte coming off, tries to bounce it off the back wall. Big bump there from Turtle, stopping Bolte from continuing, and it looks like this one's going to hit the ground. It is going to be 1-1 going into Game 3.
Good warm-up from UMZ. They've successfully started to read their opponents more. Their team play has just been immaculate. Like, some of these infield passes, if they went in, those would have been easily clips of the week.
Yeah, we see there, like we were saying in the first game, the connection was there. You can see the rotations, but those moments just weren't coming off. So when you see them start coming off, it's like, okay, yeah, the team is clicking. Everything is working here. And, you know, this is the kind of team that you see that can, like, on the best day, they can beat anybody.
Yeah. So, who do you think will be the one to pop off in this Game 3? I think it'll be Hexy, personally, because you could see him starting to cook there, you know? He almost had that crazy double tap coming down to the infield passes to Waiters and Turtle as well. Just really impressive play. Looking forward to see more.
You could see those moments where Hexy was just, like, it was fairly clear that he was paying attention, that he was keeping track of where the ball was, of where his teammates were, and was just, like, very, very aware of where he needed to be to follow up on the next touch. And sometimes that's, like, incredibly important. That is incredibly important, to know where you need to be for your teammates to get the ball to you and to be able to make that last shot. I know a lot of people who can't make open nets. One of them is named Buka, okay?
Oh, yeah. One of them is also named Dink. That's the hardest mechanic in the game, actually, you know? It's a lot more difficult than you would think.
And these aren't open nets. He's shooting against these high-ranked defenders, and he's just handling it. He's putting away these passes, just like Turtle there, putting that away. Great 50-50 from Waiters at kickoff. You just see there, it just bounces high right over the head of the MSU defender. Turtle just puts it on the far side. Bolte is nowhere near close enough to get a touch on that.
Absolutely beautiful. You cannot ask for a better kickoff than that. Did they do Spanish kickoffs in threes, or is that just a twos thing?
I think it's just a twos thing. Might be wrong, though.
Looking a little bit awkward on the net there. No boost for any of UMD's opponents right now.
Yeah, UMD kind of starved. The ball just rolls in front of the UMD net. No attack onto it. Now we have this, the ball bouncing down.
It's a good save by Waiters, though. Good read off the backboard. And getting it past one. Turtle with the second pass there, though. Hexy not quite there, though. Man, that would have been another great infield pass. But you can see they're really connecting on these plays.
Yeah, you can see that their chemistry is kind of clicking a lot more now that they've gotten that confidence from that Game 2 win. Now that they've gotten that confidence that those plays that weren't coming off in Game 1 are coming off in Game 2. You know what? I should shut up. I should just stop saying things. Dribble there with a very, very fast shot. 86 miles per hour.
Oh, that was a pinch, too.
That was a pinch.
And then Turtle just getting the wrong touch on there as well. He couldn't get up there in time. Got just a little finger on there, but unfortunately it sent straight into the net.
You see there with Turtle trying to get the 50-50 and, you know, just put it off target. The slightest touch can put the ball off target sometimes, but he just wasn't able to get enough on the ball, and the game is tied up with 4 minutes to go. There is a lot more Rocket League left to be played here.
Now Turtle in the corner, tries to get it past one, gets it past two. Waiters with the easy finish.
Beautiful setup there. You see, he just takes that ball, he just soft touch, retakes control, beats both players on that ride inside the corner wall, and just gets it straight to Waiters, and Waiters just handles business.
Good IQ from him to wait exactly at that position, though. And the pre-jump as well, I believe. Now, Waiters again with another attempt at nets. These UMD kickoffs have been really solid so far. Kickoffs win games.
Now we've got Hexy retaking control inside of the UMD half. Waiters following up after him, and Turtle, all 3 players involved in that play. Let's see that one again. Hexy gets that pop high. Waiters retakes it. The ball just does not touch the ground. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't be saying things, but we just see all 3 of them in motion there. Hexy with the first touch to keep the ball high, Waiters with the second touch to keep on pushing it forward, and then Turtle with that last one just fast enough to beat that last defender who's trying to come in to clear it. These are the kind of plays that UMD can make when they're clicking, and it looks like they're clicking right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now Hexy gets it off one on the wall. Oh, tries to go for the air dribble bump as well too. Absolutely lethal plays there.
Now we've got a challenge there from Turtle. Just comes up back off the sidewall. Waiters takes control, tries to go for a very slow challenge in midair. Ends up bouncing midfield, but nobody there to follow up, and there's a big clearance out there from MSU. Big pressure kept off. Turtle with a good mind game there. Oh, God!
Did the enemy team bump Turtle? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
What a launch.
Turtle gets, I think he beats one off the mind game in the beginning, and then he gets bumped by Bolty. He gets just like a perfect spot there where the ball is just straight into his position, and he's got control of his car again, and he just touches it straight past the MSU defender.
Yeah, you can't get a better touch like that if you tried. They're very hyped in the other room right now. I can hear them bubbling off for that play.
That's the thing. That's the kind of energy that you want. When you know that the team is just having a good time, that's the kind of energy that you need. That nervousness, any kind of nerves, they're just gone. They melt away.
Yep. Hexy controlling this ball all the way to the corner. The boost sadly got swiped by Skybreaker. Oh, and that was another bump there in the midfield. They cannot capitalize on it though. Looking a little dangerous for UMD. Turtle clears it to, that was Bolty, I believe.
Now Waiters goes forward, gets that 50, pushes it towards the orange net, but into the waiting arms of Gribble. Gribble, though, gets 50'd in front. Hexy retakes control, tries to center it midfield for Waiters to take a shot, but he gets 50 before he can get a hand on it. Turtle, though, UMD putting a lot of pressure on this net. One beat, but another one is there to follow up, and MSU manages to relieve that pressure just a little bit.
Good offense attempt from Gribble there, though, but UMD is ready, and that is another goal for Turtle. The hat trick.
That's a beautiful gameplay right there. We see there Hexy, big bounce off the sidewall. Turtle just gets that little clip, 64 miles per hour. That's so fast.
Yeah, MSU struggling a little bit now. They're looking a little bit scrambled. UMD's offense is just too much to keep up for them. And these kickoffs, too. You cannot ask for better kickoffs. Waiters is absolutely drilling this ball. Sending it just like straight flat.
Now we've got Waiters out here in the defense. Bolty comes in, tries to bounce it off the sidewall to get a shot out to his teammate. MSU's attacker tries to get it forward into the net, but he just shoots a little bit too early and he doesn't have the angle. Skybreaker coming forward, pushing it, but not pushing it far enough to get it past Waiters in the midfield. And we see UMD looks like they are about to set up some of that pressure that they've been so good at applying in this game. Waiters gets it to Turtle. Turtle pushes it to Hexy. Hexy pops it high, retakes control, gets it to Turtle. Looks like a pinch, but they don't manage to connect on it.
Turtle going all the way off the ceiling for that one. Just dumps it out to Waiters instead, and it just goes far down and in. They're just having fun now. Turtle did not need to jump off the ceiling for that one, but when he sees the opportunities, they're there.
You see their great infield pass. Turtle just sees Waiters in the middle coming forward with a lot of speed, and he just moves it to him. Waiters just pushes that straight into the net incredibly fast.
Okay, when I said drilling the ball earlier, that's what I meant by drilling.
Up, ball just slowly rolling at the net. Turtle gets rid of Skybreaker. Hexy retakes control, gets it forward. Waiters coming into that corner, playing it off, and it just goes off of the post.
The attempt at the
beautiful play.
The attempt at the Brazil, not quite there. 12 seconds left. 10 seconds now. MSU off the post again.
We see there the crossbar. In that second game, it was both teams' enemy. In this game, it seems like it has mostly been MSU's enemy as they take home just a little consolation goal in garbage time. That one is not enough to distract from this 6-2 thrashing to make this set 2-1.
Very impressive showing from UMD here. I really do like what I'm seeing. We deserve to be undefeated, and this is why. We're absolutely cooking them right now.
Yeah, just great gameplay all around from UMD here.
Yeah. I think I complained about the infield passes or not having enough like chemistry last semester, maybe even the semester before that, but this roster has just blown my expectations out of the water. I really love what I'm seeing.
You just love to see it. They just come out here, they're handling business.
Standing on business, 10 toes down. Alright, this is game 4, 2-1 UMD. What do we think the final score is going to be?
I mean, obviously, I'm here. I'm looking for a 3-1. I'm looking for a quick 3-1 so that the team can get a little bit of a break before that other match tonight against Indiana.
Me personally, I think it'll be 4-2. It's a little bit higher because most of these games have been decently high scoring now. Well, especially that last one, but
yeah.
even the first game and the second game had at least 4 goals, right?
No, first game was 2-0. I think second game was 2-1 or 3-1.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. Either way, 4-2. Let's see it happen.
All right. And hopefully we will be able to get back into game 4 of this series. UMD coming off of a big win, and they just need one more to seal up this match. Bulty coming forward, trying to deny them and trying to take this one to a game 5, but he's not enough to get past Turtle. There we see the ball rolling a little bit slow towards that UMD net, but it is easily blocked out. And now we've got pressure back into that orange half. Michigan State have not had the greatest time dealing with UMD's pressure, but there they get off fairly easily. UMD just kind of lets it roll out.
That was dangerous. Oh, that was not it. That was not the touch, Hexy.
Skybreaker with a demo onto Waiters, and Hexy with a touch just high in front of the net. There just wasn't anything to do about that one. Michigan State takes an early lead in this one, but still 4:30 left on the clock.
Mistakes happen. You can see them all laughing about that in the player cams.
Yeah.
Now Turtle with the flick past one, can't get it all the way there though. Hexy with this follow-up, saved by Gribble though. Now Gribble with time and space in the air, can't get it past both.
Now we see there Hexy comes up high off of that back wall, tries to carry it out, but doesn't get it as far as Gribble. Turtle, though, does manage to hit it fairly far out. Waiters retakes control, gets it past that defender, Skybreaker. Does not manage to get it past the 2 in the goalpost, though. Now we've just got the ball bouncing around in the midfield. Neither team has really taken neither team has really taken command. Neither team has really taken possession of the ball as they just kind of hit it around midfield and try to get something going.
Yeah, good challenge by Waiters though, especially on 0 boost. Just really fast to the ball there. Oh, now Turtle tries to get the read on that redirect. Would have been pretty crazy.
Now Hexy moving forward, trying to get that 50. Gribble, though, pops it. It ends up just landing a bounce there. Turtle tries to go up off the back wall, but Skybreaker on that MSU back wall.
I think both these teams want to slow it down just a little bit more. You can see now they're not just trying to ping-pong the ball back and forth. You can see more controlled plays into the corners.
Yeah, and we see there, Waiters on low boost. It ends up going far out into the corner, into Bulty. Bulty who just tries to pop it high into the midfield. We see here that still, neither team has really taken control of the game. Both teams are still just kind of ping-ponging it around, seeing who's going to really stamp their mark on this game.
Now, Bulty with the shot, but UMD easily clears that one off the backboard. Waiters with no boost to follow, though. Is that an open net there? No. Hexy coming in from the corner to save it.
Now we see there Turtle bouncing it off the back wall. Hexy trying to put that on target, but just gets it a little bit too far, gets it off of that side post. Turtle, so pushing it back into MSU's defense.
Yeah, I think it was the right play for Waiters to not commit there, because just having all 3 men up there like that is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, you never really want to overcommit to a situation like that. Now we've got Turtle free in the side, trying to push it middle, but there's just nobody there to follow up. Waiters, though, continues, retakes possession, gets the... Well, I would say gets the dribble, but he just gets smacked in the face, launched all the way to the other side of the field.
Now Hexy with full boost jumps up in the air to control this one, but with nothing left to follow, I don't really see what else he could do with it. Maybe trying to get a solid 50, but unfortunately it just gets sent back to their half.
Now we've got Hexy coming on off the sidewall. Skybreaker tries to put that in a good position for one of his teammates to shoot, but he's not able to. Turns around to get that 50. That's just not a great spot to take a 50 from, and they end up surrendering possession here. Now we've got that pressure. Now we've got that possession that we were talking about. Turtle and Hexy teaming up on the front, retaking control, just bouncing that off the back wall, looking for a missed rotation, just looking for that kind of opportunity that can crack this game wide open. And Turtle there coming. Was that off the ceiling?
Not quite. I think he just read this one.
Oh, no. Turtle coming there off the ground. Great pass there from Waiters. Turtle just puts that on target, and there's just not enough boost in the world for you to save that.
They're just having fun with it right now. 54 seconds left. Tie game. The momentum is on their side.
Now we've got that bouncing off of the inside of that blue corner, coming out to Gribble, but Gribble isn't able to do anything with it. Hexy, though, is. Hexy with the air dribble. Beautiful play.
It's all him. It's all him.
You see there that just that controlled touch off the sidewall. He takes that bounce off the sidewall. He gets the jump, comes back off the sidewall, regains that flip, and then he just pushes it into the net. There's just nothing that Michigan State can do about it, as in the space of 20 seconds, this game gets flipped on their heads for Michigan State. Hexy coming in, trying to do something else, gets a pass to Turtle, a shot on target, but Skybreaker is there, able to save it. It's not over for them. Waiters takes possession, tries to push it back into that defense. Gribble tries to retake possession, but does not have the boost and is dead. Hexy gets rid of him. Turtle now pinching it out forward for Hexy to retake control of it at speed. Turtle, big shot, God. Turtle, goal!
Where did they go? They're gone. Hexy just gets it past one, and then there's absolutely no one in net. You can see him try to steal that one, too.
Beautiful
that little jump
there.
at the end there.
Hexy just retake control of that. He sees the guy coming on. He just gets him just beaten, completely gone past. And this one looks like it's pretty well wrapped up. The University of Maryland will be taking home their first match 3-1 against Michigan State.
Last second attempts there from Hexy. Just gets clobbered though. UMD handily taking this one. 3-1 series, some very impressive goals, very impressive passing plays. Overall team composition, amazing.
Yeah, see, because this is what I love to see. We saw, like I said, I'll keep on harping on it. In that first game, you could, even though they lost, you could see that, you know, they had those moments. They had that connection, but they just weren't able to make those moments come off. They weren't able to put those moments in the net. And from that moment that they started putting those moments in the net, the pressure eased, the entire team's vibes just came up, and they just started handling business. They were connecting with each other. They were handling solo plays. The Hexy air dribble later on. We saw Waiters with that insane double touch. We saw a lot of the other stuff. They just could not be stopped. Once they were on that moment, once they were on that train, they just couldn't be stopped. You could even see it in that demolition in the third game, the 6-2. And they just had, there was nothing out there that could stop them, especially not Michigan State.
Yeah. All right, and it looks like we have some time before our next series is going to start. We shall be back, though, at 8 p.m.
All right.
Whether you're a new publisher or app developer, or if you've been around the block for a little while and you have your own ad ops team, Playwire is developing the solutions and products that are perfect for you.
RAMP stands for Revenue Amplification Management Platform. But really what it does, it helps you make more money per user, and it helps you simplify your business so you can just focus on what matters, which is making great content. So if you think about today's ecosystem, there's so many different pieces to run an ad tech platform.
RAMP brings the entire ad ecosystem under one umbrella. Everything from centralized ad unit creation to piping in those demand sources. We layer on a DMP, and we take care of your data privacy and consent management for you as well. We tie all of that together with robust analytics.
Playwire really offers our publishers two different models at this point. We've got the full service model where we come in and we cover everything. And there's now our new self-service model where you can come in and you can say, I just want Playwire to take care of some of these things for me. Another thing that we've had a lot of partners do with us in the past is say, hey, maybe I have a few of my own direct campaigns that I want to run. Or I've even got an ad ops team. I don't know whether Playwire is right for me because those people are doing a good job. We don't want to displace them in favor of Playwire. That's fine. We're happy to bring all the technology that we've put out there, but use it with your own team and with your own ad stack. What does that mean for you as a publisher? It means that you get to leverage all of the revenue maximization technology that we've got in place and still have all of the capabilities and all of the demand partners that you're used to working with. You can have your cake and you can eat it too.
We actually do things at such scale, right? We're serving 70 billion ads a month at this point. That's a huge benefit that we're passing on to the publisher.
Revenue intelligence marries human intelligence with machine intelligence. At its core, revenue intelligence is about taking all the demand that you're already getting and getting more out of it. We want to make it so that you're getting 10% more from your ad inventory without even worrying about who the advertisers are. It's based on us going in and understanding what are the places where we can put additional price pressure on it. There's all sorts of situations like this where you can eke out little benefits and add them all up. You're quickly at a point where you are getting that 10, 15, 20% uplift on your revenue without having made any changes in who's actually doing the advertising.
Our DMP is built from the ground up to work in a cookieless environment and not use cookies to basically store, user behavior or anything like that. And it's built right into the RAMP platform.
We can tell advertisers information about user interests, but also user behavior, do it on a massive scale, do it in that real-time way that we also do with our revenue intelligence capabilities, and also do it in a way where we can leverage the size of our network. We're trying to do everything that we can to show you every step of the process of getting an ad onto the page. That means that we've got much richer charts and graphs, a lot more ability to look at a piece of information and drill down on it, answer that question that maybe you didn't even know that you were asking. We're trying to make you think differently, actually, about your business, about how your business relates to advertising, and reveal all of that through the platform. So analytics are one big piece of it.
It's a constant evolution. We're constantly updating our technology. We're constantly creating the future.
It's a real challenge for publishers these days to navigate advertising technology. It seems like every 6 months there's some new challenge. And at Playwire, we make sure that we take all of that pain away from our publishers so they can focus on their core business of publishing.
Terp Adventures. Take flight at Stamp. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body. Feed your mind. Feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform, find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete. Play. with wings on our feet. Here, your spirit can fly. Here, your soul lifts up. Here, you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the Center for Campus Life, where Terp adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
Hello and welcome back to the Terps Esports Rocket League broadcast. We just wrapped up that first game up against Michigan State, 3-1. Great match. We see UMD built very well into that one, and they are going to need that momentum because right now we have a match against the current champions of the Big Ten Esports Conference, Indiana University. How do you feel about this one?
This one will also be pretty exciting. Unfortunately, I don't know much about this other league and how we've been doing against them, but I know Indiana's a top-tier contender, so we're going to have our work cut out for us.
Well, do you know what I know about Indiana?
What?
I know that we've already beaten them in a different competition this season.
Ooh.
So I think that the University of Maryland has this one handled.
All right. I believe we're waiting for the game to start. I can hear the boys in the other room just yelling, "Lock in! It's time!"
You gotta get set up. You gotta get that energy up. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully they're riding the high from the last game. And we're starting now.
We get in. We've got this first kickoff. Bounces the way of Turtle, who tries to get it, but gets 50-50 by Pablo from Indiana. Hexy, though, gets a big hit out into the far side. Turtle tries to get that on target, but is blocked out by Nico of Indiana University.
Hexy. This game's starting off a little bit slowly right now, just going back and forth. Turtle with the no boost clear. Now, Waiters to follow it up. That's a good beat from them. Unfortunately, nobody can follow up afterwards.
Now we see Pablo tries to control it slowly inside the corner, doesn't manage to, gets challenged hard. Rico tries to retake control of that after that challenge, but does not manage to get it any further than that. Pablo with a demo on Turtle while trying to carry the ball out, but he doesn't manage to get the ball out. He only manages to get the Turtle out as Hexy retakes control, tries to bounce it high and get a pass off, just try to get some kind of movement between teammates there.
Close, close. Oh, is that in? I think that's in.
Open net there, and you see Hexy just a little bit embarrassed there. You can see he tried to get a touch there as the ball was coming off of that orange back wall, and just didn't manage to get enough. Open net, easy goal there, and that is the first one going to Indiana University.
Yeah, they just have that counterattack ready. Turtle, though, with their counterattack of their own, ball bounces straight down, but nobody can follow up. Waiters now sending it off the backboard and the corner wall.
Now Hexy tries to retake control, pushes it middle. Beautiful pass, beautiful goal we see there. Hexy with a big touchdown there. Just gets that hit off of the side wall. Nico wasn't close enough to touch it. Pablo and Hydras are just completely caught out of position as Turtle puts that in a perfect spot for nobody to be able to get a finger on it. And
Nice.
now Turtle continues getting that touch after the kickoff, pushing it deep into that Indiana corner, tries to continue, tries to follow up, but is just beat to the ball there.
I said game starting slowly, but it's quickly ramped up. Now Hexy tries to get the flip reset past one. No clear, though.
We see there the game's getting a little bit more physical, those two traded demos there. But it doesn't look like that's going to be a trend as both teams kind of return to the vibe of trying to just kind of bounce the ball around in the midfield, see who will retake possession. We see Turtle trying to put a stamp on there, getting it to Hexy in the midfield, but there just wasn't enough on it, and it ends up going into that inside corner where Indiana can deal with it fairly easily.
Now Waiters trying to take control of it in the corner there. They're ready. That was a very close attempt there from Indiana as well.
I think that was a bump there, actually.
Whatever it was, they were too close for comfort. Now, UMD just trying to make something work, but they can't get anything going quite yet. Turtle sending it to the corner, but a strong clear from Nico sends it all the way there, and then, oh my god, Pablo there once again for the snipe. They've been reading each other very well. And he's literally just sitting there, just waiting for it.
There. He's just having a good time.
Yeah, UMD has to be wary of that one.
You know, You usually don't expect your opponent in a Rocket League game to just be chilling there having a good time waiting for the ball to pull up. But yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. I guess he just knew where that ball was going. He made that read, and he was right. And he just redirected that fast clear straight into the goal.
Comms are immaculate. We can already see a much higher quality of play from these opponents. Definitely a lot faster. Turtle with the double tap attempt. Not quite there, though. Nico with the redirect of his own. Good save by Waiters, though, keeping it controlled.
Yeah, Waiters with good control there. He pops it up high. It's in front of the net, but nobody there close enough to take any kind of piece out of it, and he just manages to get that down into a fairly safe position. We see their Waiters again seeing that ball flying right in front of the net. Retakes control. Turtle with a good spot tries to take a shot, but gets up, or he gets interrupted from both the front and from
my
behind.
God.
Not a great spot to be in. I think that, yeah, right there, just ends up going up, tries to get it off target. Not a great touch for Hexy, and it just ends up going in off of that.
Vibes are still positive, though. You can see them laughing on the cams right there. I think he was trying to pull some crazy stuff out of the bag there.
Almost seemed like an attempted fake, but there just wasn't really anybody there to follow up on it. Pablo tries to take a shot, but it's kept out fairly easily by UMD's defenses.
Now, Nico tries to get past one, gets the bump on Hexy, too. Good control, though. And now that ball's just sailing all the way into the opposite corner. Turtle tries to jump up and read it. Can't get the follow, though.
Ooh, we see their Waiters gets it forward. Hexy trying to put that on target, just hits. That's... Sorry. What Hexy trying to get on target just hits that back wall, though, and now all of UMD packed into this defense. Hydra's going for... What?
Whoa. They're pulling out some advanced tactics right now. That was really interesting. The bump from I'm Hydra's, and then the...
Hydra's stops the ball, essentially, and goes for some other extra stuff. I'm not a fan, but, you know, we'll see.
That's pretty new. Oh, UMD tries for the fake kickoff. Waiters, though, taking it into the corner. Dumps it down mid. Turtle can't read the follow, though, but Hexy is there. Oh, off the corner. Can't get it in.
Yeah, you see there, Hexy just off that inside corner.
And then it's just too little too late there. UMD scrambling back onto the defensive half. Waiters just can't get it there in time, and that ball sails into the net. Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
Yeah, this game, this is just kind of this is the kind of game where you just kind of want to wipe it from the memory, and you just want to reset going into the next one. Retake control, because like we've seen, and like and there we've got one back. 16 seconds on the clock, so this one is just a little bit of a shift of momentum, you know.
Yeah, a little consolation goal. If they can get one more, then the mental and the momentum would be in a much better spot. But yeah, like you said, just trying to wipe that one from the memory. I'd be pretty mad if that corner miss happened to me as well. I'm Hydra's, almost letting that one in, but actually very well controlled. Now, yeah, you can see them just double committing. They're just trying to get this game over with.
Yeah. This is the kind of game where you just kind of want to wipe it from the memory, because like there's not much point in dwelling on it.
The ball's still alive for some reason. All right, never mind. There it is. Yeah, game one not looking too good. Like I said before, UMD has to get a feel for how the opponents play and really figure out what they need to work on more.
Yeah, they've got to get a feel, and they've got to reestablish that connection that did them so much good in that first set against Michigan State. You could see, like, even when they weren't winning the game, even when they weren't scoring, those infield pass plays, those connections, you know, everything was connecting. It's just that last hit, you know, that last touch into the goal just wasn't what was on. But here we can see that connection isn't 100% back, so, you know, they just need to kind of get back into that zone. They need to get back into that space where they can connect those passes with each other.
Yeah, I believe they can. Like I said, first game, warming up a little bit. They just need to get those defensive mishaps on lock a little bit more. You saw that Pablo literally is just sitting upfield, sitting there, waiting for the ball to come to him. Once UMD tries their offense and just they can't get anything else going. So
yeah, I can't rock with it. He was just standing there menacingly. I'm not a fan.
yeah, he really, I've never seen that before.
Legitimately, this is the kind of thing that I would just see in a ranked game. He's just standing there menacingly. They're like, what are you doing there? Hopefully we can see what Waiters is doing here, and I can see what Turtle is doing here, trying to carry that ball into the net. Air dribble to start the match. That is a great way to kick it off.
Yeah, very interesting kickoff strategy from them. It did not work out in the slightest. They just gave Turtle all the space in the world, and then that 50 on the goal line, Pablo just could not get it out.
We see that beautiful one right into the top corner, and you see there that Pablo is trying to kind of turn around backwards, but that's just not how the car flies. You just can't get a touch there. And perfectly placed there to take advantage of Pablo's momentum going forward already. Turtle just beautifully handles that, takes the 1-goal lead in this game.
Now, Hexy on the ball alone, tries to get the 50 past 1. Can't make anything else work, though. Now Turtle with space, and the flick. Ooh. Oh, my God. He is going off.
Turtle handling business. He's doing the job. Look at him. Gets that ball, just gets that tap. Retakes control, has that dribble, and gets that perfect flick right over Pablo. You can see Pablo just had him straight on 90-degree angle. There was just nothing that he could do, you know. You have to go up, you have to go backwards, you have to flip over. That's just not a situation that you can defend from. That's why people shadow. And you can see that Turtle just takes perfect advantage of Pablo's bad positioning there.
Now, Hydra's trying to go off the enemy backboard there to get the crazy redirect. Now, Waiters with time and space. Can he get the bump? He goes for 1. Can't make it, though.
And they managed to clear it out far enough. Not far enough, actually, as it only gets as far as Turtle. Turtle, who brings it down, bounces it off that inside corner. Although now they've got a clearance. They're trying to push it forward. Pablo trying to get that touch straight into the net, but he's going a little bit too fast, doesn't have full control. Hydras tries to continue this. Now Turtle getting forward. He's alone with Pablo, although Pablo does manage to get the boost. Pablo gets a bad spot. Waiters tries to just push it into that top corner, but Hydras is there to stop him. Turtle, though.
Oh. Turtle tries to go for the early beat, but Pablo is just there.
Unfortunate, but true.
I was going to say, UMD, once they get more space on the offensive half, they can cook up some nasty plays. It's all about getting that space, though. If they can't, if they keep getting stifled by Indiana, then they're going to have a lot more trouble trying to go for this. Now, Nico off the ceiling. Interesting attempt there, though.
Yeah, we can see there. Now we've got Pablo coming in, trying to retake control there. Hydras almost puts it on target, just gets it to that top corner, but it bounces off of that back wall. Indiana trying to establish that same kind of offensive pressure that UMD was establishing before, but now Hydras is the only one home as UMD puts a shot on target, manages to get it off of that upper back wall and retake possession. Two seem to commit there, attempting to take the shot, and now Turtle with a great redirect, but it's just not fast enough to get past the hands of Pablo. 2:30 left in this game.
Waiters with the strong bump, though, and Turtle all the way off the ceiling. Crazy attempt there. You can see them getting more confident, though.
Now we see Waiters coming there, trying to get that challenge, does not manage to. Turtle goes forward, gets that pop high, but Pablo retakes control, tries to leave it safe. It is not safe from Turtle, who goes up, gets it to a teammate. Turtle trying to take that shot, but Hydra's there, ready to stop him. This has been a real nail-biter. Just a 1-goal margin separates two teams with 2 minutes left on the clock. This game could go to anybody, and Hexy looks like he wants to make it his, but he is not able to get up there fast enough as Pablo stops him.
I'm seeing the vision, but it's just not quite working out there for them. Indiana was ready for that one. Will they be ready for this one, though? Turtle tries to get the reset, but instead just sends himself straight to the ground.
Yeah, that's just a weird angle to attempt to get a reset from, and you just don't know whether you're going to get it or not. Sometimes you will get lucky in a situation like that, and you will get the reset. And we see here, Hexy.
Oh, no. That was a great clear from Waiters, but UMD just could not quite capitalize on that. Now,
No.
Nico sends the ball all the way into the corner. Hydras tries for the redirect after that.
Yeah, he just can't get up fast enough. I think he ran out of boost. Now we've got Pablo going for it. I think trying to do an aerial bump, but he's just doesn't have the control to land it. He does have the boost, however, to retake control of this. Goes for the flip reset, trying to set it up for his teammate, which he does manage. Gets it to Hydras, but Hydras cannot get it any further than Turtle, and now UMD retakes possession with boost and with the ability to go forward. We see there, though, I think that was a bump onto Hex. And the ball is mostly just bouncing around the midfield. You would think that Indiana would be playing with a bit more urgency, given that there's only 40 seconds left on the clock, and they are down 1 goal. But
Nico trying for the redirect off the backboard. I think they're starting to play with a little bit more urgency now. They all have full boost. Turtle sends it into their corner, though, just wasting precious time. Nico again with the clear, but Waiters up instantly.
Yeah, we see, though, those big high clears, those are the kinds of clears that waste the most time, and it's Indiana doing them. They're burning their own clock. They've only got 10 seconds left, and it looks like they want to attempt a slow play going forward, but they just don't have the time for that. UMD is putting pressure on, and although they could possibly score from the 0 second, it just looks like they've burned their own resources, and UMD takes that second game.
Yeah, very solid performance from UMD there. You can see them start to get a little bit more confident as the game goes on. It also didn't help that Indiana just gave them so much space. And when you're playing as fast as these guys are playing, any amount of space counts. You can see in that both goals by Turtle. The first one, he had space in the air, was able to dribble it all the way into the corner and just stuff the defenders. And the second one, he had enough space on the ground, gets the flick past him.
Yeah. I mean, you can see in like those moments, there are those moments that will tip the game, and this one started with a moment that would tip the game, that beautiful air dribble right at the start off the kickoff from Turtle. But you can see even later in those, like, at the end of the game, you have to create those moments, even if it's more risky. And you could see there that Indiana, they were playing like a team that was tied, that was like looking for overtime. But they weren't. They didn't have the time to burn on those, long high clearances. And in a game this close, you can't really just give away your time like that.
Yeah, moving just a little bit too slowly there. I don't really think that they wanted to move that slow, but they definitely got rattled by those couple of goals. You can see them trying to go for some stuff at the end there. How did they score their other goal?
I think it was a redirect. Was it? Was it like a redirect or an open net?
Was that the own goal, or did that happen in the first game?
The own goal was the first game.
Okay.
Either way, we're into the third game. We've got a 1-1 Pablo going for Waiters. I don't know why he would. Waiters is a pretty chill dude. That's kind of mean. Turtle, though, taking control, gets past one, gets control off the sidewall. Hexy trying to go up to follow up, and Waiters. Now, I mean, I guess I can see why you would want to get rid of Waiters, since he's such a rock in the defense.
Yeah, just trying to do anything right now. Turtle with space, flicks it past one, but with no boost to follow, though. Let's see what he tries to do with this one. Tries to go for the 50, gets that straight to Hexy, passes it to Waiters, but the defense is ready for it.
Yeah, Indiana defensively has been able to, make offensive play difficult, cut off those passing lanes. We see there Turtle as well tries to come up off of that side wall. Retake control, get the ball to his teammates. But as it is right now, the ball is just kind of bouncing around in the midfield. It looks like Nico's going to try and go for a ground pinch, but Turtle is there to stop it. Now we've got a one-on-one situation in the midfield, but there is obviously another man behind Hydras, which is why he goes for the challenge.
Indiana going for the physical approach. You can see every time UMD has been trying to get something so far, they've just sent one of their guys at them at full force, knocking them away from the ball. It's a pretty effective strategy to stop offense, but you have to be careful. If you go too far off, good save from Turtle there. If you go too far away from the play, then it leaves yourself open to counterattacks.
And now we've got Hexy keeping himself in that play, like you just said. He's pushing that ball forward. I can see here he switched to the SSG card, which I'm a fan of. I actually like that guy. or that decal when it came out.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah, I think that's the original one actually. Like back when RLCS was actually a league and not like the whole like open competition.
Ooh.
Anyway, that's old stuff. Not hashing that out right now. What I will hash out is how Hexy comes forward. You see he turns around right there because he thinks he's got the chance to retake in that challenge, and from the fact that Waiters retakes control of that ball, I think that you could say that he was right. Turtle there with control of the ball inside of that blue half, tries to pop it up, tries to get to a teammate, but that teammate Waiters is demoed by Hydras. Again, I really can't believe that you would go after my boy Waiters.
Yeah, they're just trying anything at this point. Any sort of way to get rid of the defense. Turtle tries to read that one off the ceiling. Misses the Waiters trying to pinch it off the defense as well.
And we see there a missed touch there from Pablo. Puts the rest of the defense in a bad situation. Hydras also gets demoed, leaving rotations out. A double commit up there from Indiana, but they do manage to get that ball out. Hydras, though, is lost in the back, and that means that were it to get past Nico, that would have been the end, but it didn't.
Nice save from Turtle, though. He's being really smart about his challenges, because when you're last man in defense, if you make the wrong choice, then that's just a goal. Nico with the shot there. Waiters sends it up to Turtle. Turtle with the redirect as well, but it's way too slow, and Indiana defense is just all over it.
Just not enough sauce on it. Turtle gets thrown out a window for the troubles, gets demoed. We see here Waiters chasing these Indiana attackers trying to push forward. We see there seemingly a miscommunication from Indiana, a double commit going forward. We've got a 2v1 situation. Hexy gets a touch. Turtle tries to follow off of Hexy's touch, but it just rolls in front of net. No danger there, and Indiana manages to get away with a bad offensive play, with a bad offensive overcommit.
A little bit dangerous for UMD to try to have their third man's commit there, but it worked out. Game is still scoreless after 4 minutes. Both of these teams are really just trying to feel each other out. That's a good attempt. That's a good pass from Pablo, though, and Hexy with just no boost.
Yeah, Hexy, you can see there, Hexy just does not have the boost to be able to chase that back, and as that ball just bounces out, Pablo sees that net. He sees that Hexy's going the other way, that he doesn't have enough resources to change his momentum there, and he just ends up handling it. Just puts that on target, and there's not really anything else that can be done.
Hexy with full boost, though, gets it past all three.
Immediately makes up for it, making a statement right there, making sure to say to me, because I'm the one being mean, making sure to say that he knows how to handle business, that he knows what he's doing in this match, and just right there, beautiful play, beats 2 on the goal line, makes it equal with 40 seconds left on the clock. This is anybody's game.
Tie game right now. Hexy back to Turtle with the shot. Oh,
the infield passes. We see there Hexy handling business. We see here he drives up fast, but that little touch just gets it to Turtle. Turtle pops it straight into the crossbar and down and in. Beautiful shot, beautiful passing play, just beautiful all around. You can see the communication there.
Yeah, beautiful turnaround as well. UMD was down 1, and now they're about to be up 2. Hexy tries to get it past 1. No boost to work with, though. Indiana defense sees that.
This has been like a trend in this series where, you know, a team will be up 1, a team will be up like just a little bit, and then in the space of like 10, 20 seconds, we just see a storm of 2, 3 goals, and the entire game just swings in another direction. We came into this minute down 1, and with 3 seconds left on the clock, ball bouncing off of the UMD backboard, Waiters looking like he wants to put it down, but Hydras does not agree, and it hits the ground with the University of Maryland making this series 2 games to 1.
Really strong turnaround from them. I by no means thought it was over, but I was really wondering how they were going to come back. And just like that, off the kickoff, Hexy gets it past 2, and then Hexy and Turtle, their chemistry is just so good right now.
Yeah, we see there Hexy, like right from that moment, right after that first goal is scored, we see that he just turns on the jets. He really just retakes control of the match from there. That air dribble the first time, and then on the second one, the passing play with Turtle, he retakes communication. He retakes control of the situation. And we've been seeing that not only in this series, but in the other series with Michigan State as well. When he gets the chance on the ball, he can really, really take control of the situation, look at the options that he has in front of him, and just make something happen. And that's the kind of thing that you need to win you games sometimes. When a defense looks impossible to break down, when, you know, most other things on the team aren't coming off, sometimes you just need somebody who can just take possession of the ball, who can just take control, look at a situation, and just be like, okay, this is the pass, this is the play. And that's what Hexy's been doing here tonight.
Yeah.
Really good gameplay from him.
Something I don't know if this would be like good or bad for the stream, but hearing player comms as goals are scored, like clips wise, like, you know, in the in pro broadcast or whatever, they show comms as well as the goals. I don't know, it could be interesting because their chemistry is definitely there. It could make for some content. Now, Pablo gets the reset past one, but Hexy is there to follow.
Why do you say content like that?
Huh?
Why do you say content like that?
To emphasize to the viewers. I don't know, very specific person listening. Oh no.
No.
It all falls apart.
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't need to hear comms to know that they're not happy about that one, though. That is just brutal.
Still, though, even after a moment like that, you can see everyone's still smiling, everyone's still having a good time. Spirits are high, even though the situation was a little bit scuffed. This isn't the place that you want to be in a spot that looked like it was going to be 1-0 Terps. It's 1-0 Indiana in Game 4 here.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some of the humor in that one. Waiters gets it past one. Slippery.
Yeah, slow play there from Waiters. He tries to take it past two, only gets past one. Turtle going up high, trying to get that challenge. Gets to the backboard, but only as far as Hydra's.
Waiters sending it into the corner. Didn't get the boost to follow, though, so Hexy has to take one for that.
Now we've got Turtle. He bounces it, tries to get it off of that inside corner, tries to get the ball to just go roll in front of the Indiana net, but he just does not manage to get the touch on it. The ball just kind of bouncing around the midfield. Hexy takes control, gets punched in the face.
Yeah, these guys just trying their absolute best to knock the players off the ball. Really, it's a slightly admirable. Oh no, not again.
And we see there, that's just a strange spot to defend from.
I take it back. It's not slightly admirable at all.
That's just a strange spot to defend from. You see that bump there, and you see, even if that wasn't a bump there, it almost looks like it might be going in. So do you defend it off the back wall, or do you try and defend it like a shot, which are kind of two different situations? It just hasn't been like a great opening sequence for UMD here, but we've seen them come back from... We've seen them score 2 goals in rapid succession multiple times tonight. So, you know, there's still a lot of Rocket League left to be played here.
Oh yeah, with 3 minutes left too, more than half the game remains. Waiters off the backboard, 50s with Indiana. Now Hexy with space in the air, gets it past 1 and 2. Nothing
we see there,
left.
Nico tries to retake control and push it into that UMD half, but he ends up missing and just relinquishing control to Turtle. Waiters and Turtle trying to reconnect here in the blue half. It seems like they're trying to get a kind of infield passing play set up here, but Indiana isn't really biting on those individual passes, just kind of setting up like Hydra's or Pablo in the goal and just letting them handle whatever shot is coming through, and that seems to be working for them.
Yeah, UMD also. Oh my gosh.
3 people die.
Yeah, Indiana just trying their hardest right now. Pablo gets the fake past 1. Hexy, heroic goal line save though.
Yeah, we see their great save. He sees the first man get beat, and he just knows that he has to stand there and stand his ground. The patience there is great, and we see another goal line flub from this match. The first one from UMD, next one from Indiana. We see their open net, and there's just... I think Nico, he just does not manage to get that touch in.
This could be the attempt for UMD to get their get back. Turtle with a nice shot there as I say it. Yeah, Indiana, I think they rattled themselves a little bit with that failure, and then UMD taking advantage on the counterattack.
Yeah.
Excellent shot from Turtle there.
You see there Pablo with the backflip. He pops it high. He tries to grab a little bit of boost and rectify his mistake by going up, but he simply does not have the boost, and he is not fast enough to beat Turtle to that ball. Turtle just pushes it into the net. What else are you going to do about it?
Now Turtle sending it way down into the opposite corner, and then sending it again to the midfield for Waiters, but Indiana with the counterattack. Hexy with time and space in the air, just trying his best to get it past as many as he can.
Now we see Waiters pushing it forward to Turtle. Waiters gets punched in the face for his trouble. That's a demo, but he's back on the field just in time to get that clearance out as the ball rolls towards the net. 1 minute left on the clock, 1 goal deficit. UMD could end it here, or Indiana could make this game, well, not out of reach, but could make it a lot more difficult to come back in. We see here, though, Waiters pushes that down to the midfield, trying to get it to Hexy. Hexy does not manage to get out of there, just clamped up by a lot of defenders, and we see there the commit. There's multiple people committing there, but nobody is in the right spot to put that shot on target. 30 seconds left on the clock. The ball just kind of bouncing around the midfield, but Turtle with a lot of boost, with a lot of space, with the ball, tries to go for that ceiling shot, does not manage to get it past that first defender, however.
Yeah, communication is definitely breaking down a little bit. Hexy with the beat on past one. Oh, he missed it! He missed it!
Oh my god! And we see there Turtle pushes it into the middle. Looks like it should be an easy clear there for Nico, but Nico backflips, and Waiters just passes that ball into an open net.
What is going on? I lost my mind a little bit. I was not expecting them to miss it like that, so... All right, and now to overtime. They're trying one last-minute passing play, but once that ball hits the ground at 0 seconds, that's it.
We see here that those moments where, you know, a mistake is just made, those are the moments that can decide a game. And even though that moment was just like an open net off of a miss, they all count for one, and it looked like that one was going to count. And Waiters puts it away. We see there. Beautiful play there. Hexy tries to put it in, hits it off the post. Pablo tries to clear it out, and there's just a mess on the goal line. Waiters puts that one away, puts Indiana away. The University of Maryland beats their first opponent, Michigan State, 3-1, and they beat Big Esports Conference Championship winners, Indiana Esports, 3-1 as well.
Amazing. That last final goal there, that was like the messiest Rocket League I've seen in this entire broadcast.
Listen, that is Rocket League. If you've played this game before, you know that that's just what happens sometimes.
Absolute pandemonium. What a series. UMD winning both matches in their back-to-back. How do you feel?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love to come in here. I love to be able to commentate and see the boys win in the studio for the first time this season. It's a really, really great thing to see. We've got a great team, and they've been playing well in all competitions. They've been playing well in all phases. And I want to see how far they can go.
Yeah, looking forward to it. But alas, this is the end of the stream. My name has been Danko, and this has been Buka, signing off.
Have a good night, everybody.
Whether you're a new publisher or app developer, or if you've been around the block for a little while and you have your own ad ops team, Playwire is developing the solutions and products that are perfect for you.
RAMP stands for Revenue Amplification Management Platform. But really what it does, it helps you make more money per user